Harley Davidson are better than Triumph. That's a fact-ish. Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. Hope you enjoying the channel and the series of videos. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share, leave those comments, and check out the website RevelatorAlf.com, where you find the links to Patreon and PayPal too. So, in this video, I'm talking about Harley Davidson, yes, the American motorcycle manufacturer, and I believe that they are much better than Triumph motorcycles. Their range is a lot better, lots more models, and also they've kind of got the cruiser market under their belt, and also with the big tourers as well. Triumph, yes, they've got some really cool bikes as well, don't get me wrong. The range is a lot less extensive, but probably a little bit more variety, I'll give them that. So on the basis of that, are they better, are they worse? I'm not so sure, actually. I'll just say they are. Let's just leave it at that. However, there is one thing I think Harley Davidson are definitely better than Triumph. And it's got nothing to do with motorcycles. Oh no. It's actually to do with these electric bicycles, these e-bicycles that Harley Davidson and Triumph, and actually many other motorcycle manufacturers, are starting to develop or going through the prototype phase. Ducati have done it, the big Japanese four are contemplating it. Lots of other smaller motorcycle manufacturers are kind of going this way as well. So why are Harley Davidson better when they haven't even got an e-bike in production? Well, if you look at their prototypes, their concept e-bikes, as it were. Obviously, I'm talking about the bicycles, not the motorcycles. Obviously, they have the live wire, which Triumph don't. They don't have an electric motorcycle, although one is in prototype phase. Whether that will ever be released, we don't know. But if you look at the American Harley Davidson website for the future concept bikes, you've got some great looking bicycles, electric bicycles, and especially that black one up there. That looks absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to have a quick look here. You've got some nice ones. They look chunkier. They look more urban, more ready for the road, the streets, whatever it is. The one that's kind of Harley Davidson colours looks pretty cool as well. You know, there's a step through one, there's a step over one. As I say, the black one I really like the look of. They just look cool. They look like cool riding electric bikes. Then you go to Triumph. Triumph, unfortunately, they've just released this Trekker GT e-bicycle, and I've got to say, I don't know what's happening in the design department with Triumph, but it looks a little bit 1950s. I've got to say, it's got the rack on the back, it's got these semi-wraparound mudguards. Now, Triumph started off as a bicycle manufacturer, of course, over 100 years ago. And it seems as if they haven't taken any tips from there or even moved on from there. Look, the technology is great. I'm just going to go through some of the specs on it. So in the United States, this is going to retail for $3,750. And in the UK, it's going to retail for £2,950. And depends whichever market this might be sold. Make your conversions as you so wish. But it's got a range of about 150 kilometers, 93 miles. It's got a Shimano Steps 250 watt motor, and it's got a Shimano 504 watt hour battery, and it's 60 newton meters of torque, which is pretty darn good, and it weighs a hefty, or not so hefty, just 24 kilos. Now for an electric bike, that's pretty good, but it just looks old-fashioned. It just looks naff. Now I think if they got away, got rid of the rack on the back, I think if they got rid of the wraparound mudguards, maybe some dinkier ones there, some shorter ones, I think it would look a lot better. There's a slight curvature to it, which I don't like. Compare and contrast that to the Harley Davidson e-bikes, which there are no specs for these because they haven't actually come onto the market yet. It just, from a design point of view, Harley Davidson tops Triumph. They just do. But which is the better in terms of for you? Well, actually, you've got to ask yourself, what is the point of these e-bicycles? I'm not really sure what is the point of them, actually. Now, obviously, they're just going to help people in cycling, aren't they? Help people get up hills and that kind of thing. But is that just making people lazy cyclists? I don't know. The other thing that bicycles, or these e-bicycles from motorcycle manufacturers, are doing or enabling, it's allowing people to get invested into a motorcycle brand. They're getting used to a Triumph, a Harley Davidson, Ducati, whatever it is. You know, you've got the label, you've got the merchandise, whatever. You know, I ride a Harley. It's an e-bicycle, but I ride a Harley. You know, I ride a Triumph, whatever it is. So it's that way, and that's where motorcycle manufacturers have kind of done a full 180 from over 100 years ago, where they went from bicycles to motorcycles. Now they're going back to bicycles as a way to expand their portfolio and to attract new riders. But new riders paying over £3,000, over $3,000 for an e-bicycle, you know, you're not going to be attracting many young riders with that. You know, it's still going to be, you know, older people, let's say, who've got a few more pennies to spare. And then you've got to contrast these e-bikes with the established e-bikes on the market. How do they weigh up? How do they compare to those? You're probably going to find that these are behind the curve as well. Now, what is the point of these e-bicycles from motorcycle manufacturers? Actually, I don't think they're taking this seriously. They are in terms of future demographics, of course, and let's say expanding their portfolio. But really, it is about attracting people into the company, the brand, the Triumph, the Harley, the motorcycle brand as well. That's what the pull is. But also, you're offering cleaner forms of transport, energy efficient, environmental friendly, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to tick a lot more boxes for them. But Triumph with this e-bicycle, I'm just not so sure. Harley Davidson, yes, they've got a range there, it appears, and they've got some cool looking bikes. I think I might even get one of those if I was so way inclined. But the Triumph e-bicycle, the Tracker GT, I think they need to get back to the design table on that one, all the computer CAD thing or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm not so sure at all. But that's just me. You might have a totally different opinion. But if you weigh them up side by side, which looks better? Now, Harley Davidson have got their range of e-bicycles, but they've also got their e-scooter concept, urban, chunkier thing that looks very reminiscent of another type of e-scooter. But look, at least they're trying, they're expanding, they're coming up with different ways of e-biking, scootering, urban riding, leisure riding, that kind of thing. I like it. It's not necessarily my taste, but I like what they're doing. I think they're doing a better job so far than Triumph, that's for sure. But Triumph are leading the way in terms of bringing it to market. Well, certainly with the bicycles, and but not with the electric motorcycles, of course, because Harley Davidson are one of the major, well, they are the first major motorcycle brand to come out with an electric motorcycle. So Triumph are ahead in the bicycles in terms of production, and Harley Davidson are ahead in terms of electric motorcycles. But based on this, the Harley Davidson e-bicycle or the Triumph Tracker GT, which is best from a design point of view, an appearance point of view? Harley Davidson, hands down, wins it, no doubt, in my mind. But you could have a different opinion. Obviously, let me know what you think about that. When I got the email from Triumph, I was thinking, oh, this is an interesting one. This is interesting. I eagerly clicked on the link to see what their e-bike was all about. And then I thought, And then I compared and contrasted with the Harley Davidson e-bikes. And I thought, you know what? I think I'll just wait for a Harley one. Let me know if I'm wrong. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share, leave those comments, check out the website RevelatorAlf.com where you'll find the links to Patreon and PayPal too. And I'll catch you again. Ta-da now.